Aronson. Hall keeping it in the forwards, but a little bit of a miss up there. And another penalty. Ronnie Campbell, I'm sure they're having a word with the Hull players, saying that there was a little bit of obstruction. Halifax, first real touch of the ball. Been tremendous celebrations here in the town of Halifax. Champagne receptions this week for winning this Championship Trophy. One just wonders, Alec, whether in fact they will be fit enough this afternoon.
Yes, well, I heard that they've been doing plenty of celebrating since they won the championship, and you know, normally rugby league teams, especially a game like this, will expect you to be fully fit. But I think Chris Anderson will have them all geared up for today's game.
That's a good, long, driving, punishing kick. Good kick there from Gary Stevens. 35 games under his belt this season, this lad. An ever-present, good, shrewd snap by from Lee for £4,000 at the beginning of the season. Real bargain. And I think what we're seeing here is typical Australian tactics from their coach, Chris Anderson. Kicking the ball deep, containing Hull deep in the half. And certainly Halifax have a much better defensive record than Hull. To Arnett. A new player, this number 12 in the Hull ranks, Carl Arnett. Devota. Stevens ball to Dixon. Stevens again at the Hull field. Yes, at a penalty. A high tackle adjudged there by referee Campbell on Steve Norton. So first chance to Robin Whitfield. A lot of doubt about Robin Whitfield here. The Halifax fullback has a lot of strapping on a shoulder injury, and there was some consternation as to whether he would play this afternoon, but here he is. Record signing for Halifax, £25,000 from Wigan. About 40 yards just to the right of the post. Yes, it's there, no problem. Fans behind the sticks there, register that. 2 points then to Halifax. First scrum of the game then, Stevenson to feed, but a good push there by Hull, but not good enough. And Stevens comes up with it. Another ever-present, 35 matches, number 13, Paul Dixon. Robinson. Back to Anderson. And a good Halifax-sounding name there, hooker, Seamus McCallan. Oh, that's a good kick. Forcing Hull back again. Tactics that we've seen already. And a good tackle. Magnificent tackle from Tony Anderson. He came up well, and he's pushed Hull 50 yards back. Accidental offside. Little bit of hesitation there in the Hull ranks as to whether to go for that ball. They were offside, but accidental offside adjudges referee Campbell. And Halifax again. Crossley to Whitfield. Well, if anything there, Alec, I don't think Robbie Whitfield realised he was in the clear.
Well, I think Colin Whitfield had a gap in front of him, but also that Chris Anderson the Halifax coach wasn't watching the ball rate, and I think really a try should have been produced from that move.
Brian Juliff looking for the gap. Stevens again. Mick Scott. That's a good ball. Superb pass there to number 10, Australian Jeff Robinson. And an incident there. Touch judge, I think, spotting Lee Crooks there with an incident on number 10, Jeff Robinson. Yes, elbow, says referee Campbell. So another penalty shot to Robbie Whitfield. It's often debatable, Alec, whether Halifax would want the goal or whether they would want the 4 or 5 tackles on the try line.
Yes, because they was putting Hull under a tremendous amount of pressure, and really you'd think at the time, should, as the referee done right by by giving us a penalty, but they can't have it both ways, Ray.
Tricky kick, but no problem to Whitfield. He was bought by Halifax to kick these goals, and he is doing 4 points to 0 to Halifax.
I think you'll find out here now as Halifax attack here. Just watch Lee Crooks. Just watch his elbow. Here it comes and down it goes.
Oh, that's a good one from Stevens. He's got Crossley with him. What a tremendous game these two are having. Yes, superb try to Wilson, but a magnificent tackle there from youngster Mick Brand. Well, I think the spectators from Halifax thought it was a try, but it's not. And referee Campbell was on the spot.
Well, this is another chance for Halifax here. A lovely ball and a lovely break from John Crossley. Lovely little chip from Gary Stevens. Picks it up on the rebound, puts it inside, and Crossley's here again. We did say he supports the man, and this is a lovely ball to Wilson. Now just watch as he lobs this ball out here. He flies onto it. He's going for the corner. Looks a super try, but a great tackle by Brandon. Just tackle short.
Yes. In fact, Alec, I don't think that Stevens had any need to miss the man out. I think by missing the man out, he put the man in touch.
Yes, we had a situation where we had an overlap and it put Halifax in trouble.
Well, here's Brand again. He's already made one good tackle on. A superb ball there to Arcoy. Beautiful into passing here. Arcoy again. And he's over. Schofield. What a try from one end to the other. 100 yards in the space of a minute, and suddenly Hull come back with a try like that for Gary Schofield. 1 minute they're on defence, the next minute there's 4 points on the board. Magnificent effort. And it's a case of, has Gary Schofield got the breath to take the kick? Well, he's going to have to do. Many viewers might be thinking, well, why isn't Lee Crooks taking these kicks? The man who did that marvellous kick in the third test against New Zealand, but he has a slight injury, and I think that's the problem. So, difficult kick then for Gary Schofield. White on this right-hand touchline. It's well struck, but not the other direction.
Well, this is probably one of the tries of the year. Young Mick Brand here holds the ball and holds it very, very well. In support is Lulai, on to Kemble, holds a dummy, back to Lulai. Lovely ball to Gary Schofield, and he thinks, I wish I had these chances every week. Easy.
And I think possibly Hull consider that the best chance of winning is in the backs by moving this ball wide. Crossley. Chris Anderson. I don't think Chris Anderson seems as happy out there in the centre number 4 as his usual standoff position. In rugby league, a player's not allowed to steal the ball once the tackle has been made. And a good kick, good high kick.
I think what we've got to look at now is we're moving into a stage of the game where one try now will be very, very important, because Halifax do really look very, very tired indeed. Maybe the celebration of winning the championship is having an effect on them, because they've had a very hard season, and I think if they don't score now, I think they're going to have problems.
Oh, good run here, Dixon. Stevens. Looking to Robinson. Oh, good strong burst by this one. Shrugged him off with his shoulder. Used to have a long beard and long hair, this lad, but he's certainly not lost his strength in shaving it all off. Oh, that's a good one to James. He's over, yes. Good, strong, bollocking run there by Neil James. But for the delight of those Halifax spectators, his strength was the initial impact, and his size just managed to get that ball over the line. Good try, 8 points to 4 for Halifax.
Well, this is what we've just said about Halifax. They must score in this period. It's coming up to half-time. A lovely ball from John Crossley onto Neil James. Big lad, bustles one off, just touches down and weight carries him over.
And this sort of goal kick attempt shouldn't be really too much problem for a kicker of Whitfield's calibre. Already got 2 kicks to his credit. Again, going round the corner to this approach for this ball. And it's there. And a timely trying a goal, just 9 minutes to the half-time. 10 points to 4 for Halifax.
And this is again a good play of the ball by Halifax here. And Crossley comes in, Stevens again, Crossley onto the ball. Just watch the ball, he pops it up, Neil James onto it. Big lad, bustles one off, looks like being tackled short. His weight just carries him over.
Devotee. 6 tackle coming up now. Oh, he's lost it. But in 6 more tackles, the ball adjudged to have hit number 7 there, Gary Stevens. So 6 more tackles to Hull. But really, Hull are just going down the middle in ones here. The pack are bunched. Tomlinson are not really getting anywhere. Acoy. Crooks playing the ball to himself. But against a defence as keen as this Halifax one, good record this season, the ball really needs to be opened up. But not like that. Well, the 6th tackle, obviously the ball there, adjudged by referee Campbell not to have been played by a Halifax man. For the first turnover of the match, ball back to Halifax. Just 2 minutes to the half-time. Halifax holding on to that 10-4 lead. And the game, Alec, I think, gone a little scrappy.
Yes, it's gone very, very scrappy, Ray. I think Halifax have had a very hard season and look very, very tired. But Hull are not giving them really not a lot of opposition. They're bunching in the middle, and 1 or 2 of their players really look as though they've been playing for 3 years.
Stevens, but this little man's certainly working, trying to get things moving. Oh, that's a good pass to Wilson. But no. This lad number 2, Mick Brand, doing very, very well defensively. Not had many chances on attack, but certainly this whole winger doing a good stint of tackling. Crossley. Whitfield, oh, that's good play to Riddlesden. Well, he's got Kemble to beat, he can run this lad, but that's a good tackle from Gary Kemble. The New Zealand Test full-back, Wade Riddlesden up. And a penalty. I think, in all honesty, Fred Arcoy was a little bit harshly done by there. I think Arcoy felt that Riddlesden was playing the ball. And it looks as if Tony Anderson is having some trouble around the hip. I think when he fell down in the tackle, he must have twisted himself. But a very difficult kick by Robin Whitfield. Normally, I think most sides would have put the ball into touch and played through the 6 tackles. But I think the sides are expecting the half-time hooter any second now. The 40 minutes are up, so it's well worth an attempt at 2 points. No. And there is the hooter. That's why Colin Whitfield went for the goal. 10 points to 4 for Halifax. A try each. Hull try Schofield. Halifax try James. But those 3 kicks from Whitfield giving them the lead. 10 points to 4 for Halifax. Halifax then about to start off having difficulty in getting that ball in there is John Cross. It's surprising how hard this pitch has suddenly gone this week in this spring-like weather. Campbell. Hull, I really do think, have a lot to do. They've got to move this ball about. They're concentrating far too much, I think, down the middle of the field. Devotee. It's strange to see a Hull side, Alec, not moving the ball about with a star-studded set of backs like they have.
Yes, it is, and it's just one-man football, one-man drive and one-man support, and the very little idea that they're just running with the ball and hoping that somebody will make a break.
Well, here's one man who is running with the ball. He's made a good break, and he's got Brand with him. But a good tackle from Whitfield. And all credit there to this youngster McBrand. He came in well, he's a big lad, he wants some stopping. And he almost caught this Halifax side napping. To Stevens. This is the man that Hull have got to pick up. Gary Stevens, number 7. He's been doing all the damage in that first half, laying the ball off for the forwards, making those little grubber kicks. Stevens again. Crossley. Oh, that's a good dummy by Crossley. He's got the speed, this lad, but Campbell's there. Just doesn't get the ball away. And the referee got in the way there. Ronnie Campbell can't do anything about it. And nice to see Mick Scott there. Yes, number 8. He realises it was an accident. Good rugby league spirit there from Mick Scott, laughing his head off, even though it might have cost his side a try. Let's get on with the game, says Ronnie. To Hull. Arcoy. But a knock-on. No, it's not. Stevens. Chris Anderson. Ball well taken by Scott Wilson. James. Had a good season, this Neil James. Won his first Great Britain cap this season against France. Stevens again to Juliff. Oh, that's a good strong run. Gary Stevens is certainly bringing these 2 second rows onto the ball now.
Yes, he's the kingpin. He's the man who has the ball. He's dictating all the play and what's going to happen in this game, and really is having a tremendous game.
Well, is that a try? Has he given it? Yes, he has. Good following up there by Tony Anderson. Tremendous effort. Everything looked as if there was nothing on. It looked a forlorn effort. And up pops Tony Anderson there. He's got a bad leg, he's got a bad thigh. But it's a try. The ball seemed to be aimlessly moving out of play, and Anderson bobbed up from nowhere. I'm sure he walked around the touch judge and one or two of the crowd to get that. But it's a vital try. And if Robbie Whitfield can convert this one, then certainly he's put a lot of pressure on this whole side. Another difficult kick for Whitfield. And he's not got much room over that touchline. The fence is right onto the touchline, so he's having to become more direct onto this kick. But he's successful. Well, the restriction of room on the side there changed Colin Whitfield's style, but he got the 2 points out of it. 16 points to 4.
Well, I'm just wondering whether Colin Whitfield, bought from Wigan for doing exactly this. He strokes it lovely, follows through, lovely distance and lovely direction.
Many people within the game said that Halifax relied a lot on their Australian players, but certainly in bargain buys like Stevens, Juliff, this man here, Crossley, they've picked up some good bargains. McCallum, good backing up this. He's got Anderson outside him. But Hull ball. Tongs. A lot of effort here and a lot of energy here from Hull. But really, not a lot of thought. Gascoigne, this is better from Hull. To our court. Luluai. Oh, good run by Campbell here. This is more like the style of Hull. He's got O'Hara with him. To the corner, he should have the legs on Whitfield, and he does. But Whitfield just gets a fingertip there. Tremendous drive. And that's more like the sort of rugby that we're used to seeing from Hull. For far too long in this game, I think, they've charged down the middle, but with wings like this man O'Hara and Mick Brand on the right wing, they can score the tries.
Well, this is more like Hull, you know, moving the ball out wide. James Lulai, and a beautiful ball here taken by Gary Campbell. Opens his legs, strides out well here, and Dana Ward in support. Now gives him the ball a little bit too early. Colin Whitfield looks as though he's got no chance, but in the end, it's only a fingertip, and he just gets there.
A difficult one for Schofield, but this would put Hull back in the game, and he does. Beautifully struck by Gary Schofield there. So just 8 minutes gone in this second half, and I think the game's alive again now. 16 points to 10 for Halifax.
Well, Hull right back in this game here. Just watch Gary Campbell. Opens his legs, looking all the sign for Dana Ward. Draws Colin Whitfield a little bit too soon with the ball, but Dana Ward flies on top of the ball. Looks as though he's got it running, but he's not. Colin Whitfield's not give up this chance yet. He's trying, he's getting nearer and nearer. He puts his hands out, and the line just comes soon enough.
Halifax just a slight ascendancy in the scrums, 9 scrums to 8, but really just the one heel against the head to Crossley. Coming in very, very hard there. Robinson, good to McCallion. Good try scorer this for hooker. McCallion got 8 tries this season. He's very dangerous near the line. Stevens again. Still going. Anderson. Oh, good ball out there. Crossley. But he's lost it. I think if John Crossley hadn't given a dummy there, I think if he'd passed, Halifax could almost have been in. A lot of pressure on this whole line, and it's this whole pattern that's looking tired, I think, Alec, not the Halifax one.
Yes, Halifax look as though they've got the second wind and they're running down blue, and Hull look as though they're under a lot of pressure. But I'm just wondering, John Crossley then, the Halifax number 6, really all he had to do was flirt the ball out, and it was a certain try.
Stevens. Oh, good dummy. Crossley, and it's Whitfield. Tremendous tackle. Magnificent tackle there from O'Hara. Spotted the gap, came in from the wing and saved a certain try. But that's what happens. Eddie Riddlesden. And that is very, very clever rugby. Dane O'Hara had just come in, spotted the gap, saved a certain try, and then Halifax realised there was a gap out on that wing. The long pass. And all that Eddie Riddlesden had to do was to put the ball down in the corner. Superb piece of quick thinking there. Right onto the perimeter fence. He's also got to come out of that pile of straw there that they've had here for the hard grounds in the winter. But he's kicking well, and you can't kick better than that. As Ali Murphy said, they bought this lad from Wigan to kick the goals, and you need a goal kicker if you're a championship hope. And those are certainly class goals. And he's coming off, yes. He had a bad shoulder before the game started. It was a little bit of a risk to play him.
Well, this is where the try came from here. A little bit lapsed on the outside. Dana Wiley just made a good tackle, but just look at Eddie Riddlesden. He thinks, oh, can't believe it. Yes, and a try.
And here is a shock. Straight from the kickoff. What a try. Unbelievable. Very rarely do you see a try like that. Chris Anderson, the ball misjudged by the whole player, straight from the kickoff. He scooped it up, took everybody by surprise, and he's in there 60 yards for a try. An incredible effort. But I think that's been one of the successes of this Halifax side. They can pick up tries like that. It came from nothing. Tremendous piece of work there from Chris Anderson. So another chance this time with Steve Smith to take the goal, the substitute for Colin Whitfield, but Smith himself, and this was why he was placed on the substitutes bench, a good goal kicker himself, but not this time. So Halifax then going out still further now, 26 points to 10. Stevens again. Well, he's still got the ball out, and just look who's there supporting this hooker again, McCallion. Neil James. And McCallion again. What a fine game this lad's having, Alan.
He's a very, very good player. He works and works and works. He's a busy little bee, and he fits into this kind of play.
Anderson, all well picked up by Anderson, and he's going over. He's there. Excellent backing up, and didn't he look pleased with himself, Chris Anderson? He's had a marvellous season as player coach for this Halifax side, and I'm sure now his thoughts must be on the double. He must be looking to get towards that Premiership Trophy final now. All these Halifax players now just can't get enough of this ball. And this man Anderson certainly setting the example. Good backing up. And this should be the easiest of kicks for Smith. He's missed 2 so far since he came on as substitute for Whitfield, but they were very difficult ones. But I don't think he'll have too many problems with this. And he doesn't. So 6 more points, 32 points to 10 now for Halifax. And many of us were saying, Ali, before the game, well, they might be a little bit too tired to take this game.
Yes, but once you win a cup there, you realise that you've won that cup for playing 9 months of the season, and Halifax don't want to lose at this time of the season. I think they can win the other one. And this is what it was all about this time. Neil James, a big, strong lad, and once he gets into his stride, this fella, he takes him, stop him. With beautiful support and well trained by Chris Anderson. Good captain, and led like a captain, and finished like a captain.
Stevens. Well, just look at that. Number 8 there, Lee Crooks. How he managed to get out of the scrum to take the scrum half, I'll never know. Wilson. Not to Arnott. Devoted. Coin. Oh, good ball to Gascoigne, and a good ball. Yes, good pass. Excellent try to Billy Mallinson, the hooker. Good backing up. We've seen some very, very good support play from these 2 hookers, McCallion and Mallinson. But I also like the work of the scrum half, Andy Gascoigne, in that try. Hull going to the end. And it should be a comfortable kick here for Gary Schofield. But I don't think this Halifax side will be too bothered about that. Just 8 minutes to go, and really, I think it's going to take a Herculean effort from this Hull side to catch them up.
Well, the first time we've seen Hull really move the ball about here, and again it's Fred Acoy, a lovely ball from Merker Anderson. Acoy draws the man in, Gascoigne in support. Lovely ball, slips it out, Gascoigne there he goes, he draws the man here, and Mallinson any moment now in support for the simplest of try, and very badly needed for Hull.
To go. Players here, I think, going through the motions. I think this Hull side now will be glad to see the back end of the season. Not a very good season by Hull standards, but such are the traditions at this club. I'm sure we'll see them bounce back next season. And for Halifax, what a season they've had. The Rugby League champions, first time in 20 years, only the 3rd time in their history, and now on their way to the semi-final of the Slalom Lager Premiership Trophy. And that little lad Gascoigne, he can still laugh about it, Alec, can't he?
Yes, well, he's a scrum master. You've got to have a sense of humour in this game, Ray, and I think he's got a great sense of humour. He's also got the ball.
It's a kick to touch, but I think it'll only be academic. The crowd invading, but again, under the laws, referee Campbell must play out the next tackle. Crooks driving in. Seconds to go. Devoted to Schofield. Oh, good dummy from Schofield. He's got O'Hara with him. That's a nice try. Yes. Good try, and I think that second try there from O'Hara really shows what might have been by this Hull side if only they'd used these wings a little bit more. The gaps are there, the space is there. Good centre play from Schofield and good finishing from O'Hara. So another lengthy kick here for Gary Schofield. Minutes gone, we're into injury time now, so the kick purely academic. It will help Gary Schofield's goal-kicking record this season, but it doesn't.
Well, this is Hull, you know, the first time we've seen in this year two, this game running the ball out. Gary Schofield opens his leg for the first game this season, stretches his legs, it's a lovely long ball to Denawara, takes it well and goes in at the corner.
Well, there's the man of the moment there, Chris Anderson, the Halifax player coach. And I think with this 32 points to 20 win, he must be thinking, well, can my side do the double now? They're into the semi-final, and who knows?